Are you Rastafari?
Yes, I. From Japan?
From Japan?
Yes. My name is Atsushi. We come from Clarendon, you know. Yeah, but stay town, you know. Me and study to Jam, Bengi. We can find a teacher in my country, you know. Yeah, that's why me coming to, you know. Yeah.
I've never seen a Japanese Rastafari before.
No, all by elder there, you know.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. We study from them too, you know.
In Jamaica?
In Japan and in Jamaica
Japan
too.
too?
They visit to Jamaica too, you know.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
What if I told you that one of the places that protects Jamaican Rastafarian culture more seriously than many Caribbean countries is Japan? Not just reggae playlist, not just dreadlocks, but the discipline, spirituality, history, and meaning behind Rastafari. From the hills of Kingston to the streets of Tokyo and Osaka. How did this happen? Why Japan? And why does their approach to Rasta culture surprise even Jamaicans? Let's talk about it.
ドレッドされてるじゃないですか。どれぐらいされてますか？
今10年ぐらい。
ドレッドしてると日本ではどういう目を受けますか？
いい部分だと結構話しかけてくれる方が多い。で、一個悪いのは警察に職質されたことがあるっていうぐらいですね。ドレッド人っていうとラスターっていう一番初めに来るかなとは思うので、そういうのはもともとレゲエが好きだったので、
文化だったりとか音楽だったりとかに精通してたからこそやることに対してそんなになんか抵抗感がなかった。
はい、それはあるかもしれないですね。音楽から入ってっていうのが大きいと思います。
Yeah. You like this? Footwork, bitch.
We heard there's a Japanese guy that lives there. 日本のどこ出身ですか？
神戸です。
You're a very interesting person. I don't know any other Japanese person who moved to Africa.
I know.
How many children do you have?
3.
How important are the dreadlocks?
This?
Is that
This is
part
my
of being a
identity,
Rasta?
man. Yeah, this is my identity.
Do you have to have dreadlocks if you're a Rasta?
But if he's a Rasta, then you wouldn't see why you shouldn't have it, because then you don't know freedom is freedom and you don't have to bow, you do whatever you like. But it's not a thing to say, well, I would like to be a Rasta, but I wouldn't like to have this. You dig?
Mm.
It can't be a thing like that. It have to be a fullness where you yourself know that it's God creator and I don't want no life, no obligation.
To understand why Japan's connection is so powerful, we first have to understand what Rastafari truly is. Rastafari was born in Jamaica, but its roots stretch back to Africa, resistance and identity. It emerged as a response to colonial appreciation, loss of African heritage, social injustice, and the need for spiritual freedom. Rasta was never about strength. It was about truth, self-worth, and liberation of the mind. Music became the messenger, and reggae carried the message across oceans. When reggae reached Europe and North America, it became popular. But when it reached Japan, something different happened. Japan didn't rush to mix it. They didn't water it down. They asked questions. Who created the music? What does it represent? And why does it speak so deeply about freedom? Japanese youth in the 1970s and 80s connected with reggae's message in a society for high pressure, strict expectations, and emotional restraint. Reggae offered release, but with discipline. And that balance spoke to the Japanese spirit. Here is the key difference. In many places, reggae became entertainment. In Japan, it became education. Japanese fans learned Jamaica history, studied patois, memorized lyrics word for word, and researched Rastafarian beliefs. Some Japanese reggae artists sound so authentic that Jamaicans themselves do double takes. Not because they are pretending, but because they respected the source. Here is where the connection gets even deeper. Rastafari values discipline, order, conscious living, respect for nature, and respect for elders. Japanese culture already values discipline, structure, respect, and purpose. So when Rasta culture arrived in Japan, it didn't clash. It aligned. Many Japanese Rastas believe you don't wear the locks until you understand the responsibility. That level of seriousness is rare and powerful. In Japan, Rasta isn't just music on weekends. Some followers practice ital-inspired eating, minimalist living, spiritual reflection, and cultural humility. They separate fashion from faith, and that's why many Jamaicans say they don't just love the look, they love the meaning. At first, many Jamaicans were shocked. How do they know our lyrics better than us? How do they know our history so deeply? But over time, shock turned into respect because Japan credits Jamaica, supports Jamaican artists, travels to learn directly, and preserves original sounds. This isn't culture stealing. This is culture honoring. This story teaches us something important. True culture doesn't need force. It doesn't need validation. When it's authentic, it moves people. Jamaica may be small, but its cultural impact is global. And Japan proves that when culture is received with respect, it doesn't get diluted, it gets protected. So let me ask you, do you think Japan respects Rastafarian culture more deeply than many Western countries? Is this appreciation done right or something else? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more real cultural conversations. From Kingston to Tokyo, one love, one respect, one vibration.